Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to Books and Wine in Dendermonde, which is an event I did once before. But before we dive into that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with books, with my adventures as a writer, with geeky things, with witchy things, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, books and wine, a good combo, but why? If you go dig through my playlist of on-the-go videos, you will probably find another video vlog that I did of this event 2 years ago, being the edition of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Books and Wine is actually one of those events that kind of like happened after COVID. Saw the light after COVID. It is actually organized by a couple who have their own wine store, and the wife of that couple also loves a lot of loves reading books, mostly thrillers, but you know, the event itself welcomes all books. So they were playing like, we want to do an open evening, like wine evening, but you know, that is something that our colleagues in the wine sector all do. Why not make it an event where we combine books and wine? And that's how Books and Wine, the event, started. The first edition was in 2022, which was in a cultural center, if I'm remembering correctly, which was a lot of fun. Of course, Dendermonde is for us quite a drive. It was like almost 2 hours because there was a lot of traffic back then. That I do remember. But yeah, normally 2023 would also have an edition, but they had to cancel that plan because they didn't find a right location. But for 2024, they did find the location, being a school canteen of one of the schools in their neighborhood. And that's how Books and Wine edition 2024 happened. And that was on Saturday, the 12th of October. As I said, it was hosted at a school canteen, so where the kids would eat their lunches, from 1 p.m. till 9 p.m., which was also new opening hours, because if I remember correctly, in 2022, the first edition, it was like an evening opening, and it was, I think, from 4 or 5 p.m. till like rather late. And yeah, it was, as I said, combination books and wine, so there were a lot of authors present with their books. And then you had like a little bar area where the organizer of the event put out their bottles of wine that you could taste and also, of course, buy if you wanted. you could see from the footage, there were a lot of authors present, a lot of authors I also knew, so that's always fun to, you know, talk with fellow authors, people you know, people you've met along the way, see how they have grown, talk about how you have grown, the things you learned, you know, talking about tips and tricks and stuff like that. The event itself, sadly, wasn't that huge of a success. I don't know why, because I know the organization did flyer a lot around their neighborhood, but not many people came. Was it because it was in a school canteen that, like, you had to drive through? If this was the gate, then you had, like, yeah, the how do you call it in English? The play area, where the kids take a break. But you also had, like, a lot of buildings surrounding that, and the school canteen was, like, way at the back, so you had to, like, go through the gate and then, like, circle around. And was it that people didn't find the location, that they didn't see from the outside there is something happening there? I don't know. We didn't get many visitors, sadly. But it was still very fun, because at the end of the evening, we, with the authors that decided to stay longer, we basically did a group older at the local local frituur where we got French fries for everyone. Everybody, of course, paid their own part. But yeah, then we, you know, ate our evening meal together, and by then it was, I think, 5 p.m. No, 8 p.m. And normally the market would have been until 9 p.m. But because there were no people present, we were allowed to pack up and leave an hour early. And sadly, it happens when it comes to events that, as an author, you don't sell books, or that sadly there aren't any visitors that come to an event. For sometimes it's because the promo wasn't good, or sometimes it is because there are other things to do on the same date, in the same hours, in the surrounding area. Or it's because the location isn't isn't easy to get to, or something like that. It can have a ton of reasons. Sadly, it happens from time to time, and sadly it happened this time too. And I was feeling really bad, because I know the people who organize Books and Wine do this with a lot of passion, with a lot of heart and soul. So yeah, they were also very apologetic to us, as to their authors, because they were like, you know, we asked you to come, most of you had to drive a long way, and eventually it was for nothing. And yeah, especially the woman of the couple, was very, very taken aback by the lack of response of visitors. So yeah, I hope they will still try for a new edition, who knows. For 2025, chances are that I won't be able to go, because my schedule is filling up quickly. I think by now I'm already at 36 events already, if I counted correctly last time. But we'll see. New year, new chances, and hopefully it's one of those events that, you know, has a rough start but will grow into a beautiful event that is known over the entirety of Flanders. Who knows? But yeah, that was it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below or a thumbs up. Your feedback helps to make my channel grow. But also, I love, of course, to hear what you think of these videos. They give me, feedback. They give me also motivation to keep making these videos. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!